Time, energy, and attention. Which one out of these three do you think is more important in your life? I'm in a phase of a life right now where I'm trying to do 5, 6 different things, big projects at the moment. So what happens is the buzzwords like productivity and optimizing my time are very common things that I have to think about, or I do think about most of the days. But these words are does it have as much importance as we give it to them? I don't think so, because I've come across 50 to 100 different types of productivity tools and productivity hacks and how do you optimize your time. But do they actually help if you're not applying them? I've tried applying most of them for a few days and then I go to a different one. But this one that I found, time, attention, and energy, goes back to the first principle basis, which means it's the most basic thing that you need to worry about when if you are worried about where you are spending your time, and how are you spending your time. So I'll just talk about that a little bit. I came across this article. I'm going to link it down in the description. When you talk about time, time is about not just about where you are spending quantity of your time, but it's about quality of your time. What are you doing? And the things that you are doing, is it changing what are you going to do tomorrow? If you are able to do that, then you're leveraging your time to make sure that tomorrow you have a system set up which is going to allow you to spend less time doing the same things as you spent yesterday. Then it comes to energy. Energy, your body and your mind are the tools which needs energy to function. If you are lacking energy, then you're not going to be able to function as much as you want to. And the last one is attention. We are living in a time when attention is the most important currency, as we all know, but it's very easy to get distracted. If you don't know what you're doing, what your goals are, then it's very easy to get distracted, and you have to make sure that your attention is undivided when you are focusing on a task, which is almost impossible to do for most people, because we're just surrounded by small and big distractions. So whatever you're trying to do, if one of these things are missing, then you will feel the pressure of it, which means that if you don't have enough time and you have energy and attention, then you will feel overwhelmed. If you don't have enough energy and you have attention and time, then you will feel exhausted. And then lastly, if you don't have attention but you have time and energy, then you will feel distracted. So this is the framework that you can use when you are trying to optimize these three things. And some of the things that you should do when you are trying to apply this in your daily life is plan for distraction, which means that if you're surrounded by all this distraction, like I said, your phone. My desk has at least 10 to 15 items on it at the same time. So one of the items, when I'm working, when I'm in the flow and I'm looking at it, it may get me distracted. In my room, I have more things that I want to have, so I'm going to get rid of most of those things and optimize the attention and time for when I have to get distracted, because otherwise it gets very blurry, the line between working and it getting distracted. It's about energy. You have to fuel your mind and body with that. So the task that you're doing, the sleep that you're having, the food that you're eating, those all need to come together to give you the energy that you need to do the work required. We've heard that carbohydrate is the energy source for our body. But not only that, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, if you have the energy and the task that you're doing, is that task energy draining for you or is it energy gaining? So we have two different kinds of tasks in our life, and if you're trying to optimize for the energy, then you need to do an audit of it and find out which tasks for you are energy gaining and which tasks for you are energy draining, which means that if you try to do them, at the end of that task or while doing that task, you feel like you're exhausted or you're not feeling like doing anything else after that. So find those energy draining tasks, either eliminate them or delegate them. Delegating is not going to be easy for you when you are starting out, but if you just think about it, give enough thought to it, you'll find a way to get past it. And then lastly, don't spend your time, invest your time. Like I said, when you're trying to figure out where you can spend the quality of your time, you need to figure out if you are spending your time in systemizing some things. I'll give you a simple example: your emails, your chats. You can find a way to optimize those things, like setting up in folders, muting the group chats which are not useful to you on WhatsApp or any other group chats that you're on. Doing that will allow you to free up your time, and you can go back to that few times a day, or sometimes you don't do that at all and you leave your phone outside your working area as well. So that will help you plan your time, quality time, and also getting rid of the distractions.